Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to feel like the man is really the prize.
I like this one.
I don't know why.
Hey, girl, no.
I'm starting to feel like men are really the prize because literally as a woman, we have to wait on the man for everything. We have to wait on the man. We can date whoever we want, but we can't marry who we want.
Ladies, the strong black woman narrative is a scam. Wake up! I had a good run. I did everything the society told me to do. I worked really hard. I damn near broke my back. I paid all my bills. I put everybody else first. I told men I was independent. I did it, and I did it to say that I want nothing from it.
I am so tired of being a strong, independent black woman. Can somebody's son please come free me?
On behalf of all the independent girls worldwide, I'm here to say that we are tired. In fact, let me speak for myself. I am tired. I'm tired of worrying about my own hair, worrying about paying for my own nails, worrying about what I'm gonna eat, paying for what I'm gonna eat, paying my bills, fixing my own car, paying my own rent, doing everything by myself. Like, I need someone to share my worries with. I need to be taken care of. Like, guys, I'm so exhausted.
Did you hear what Tom Brady did to his ex-wife? Allegedly, when his wife filed for divorce, she demanded half of his property. Only the court told her that her millionaire husband owned nothing. Apparently, all of his property is registered under his mother's name. Because he transferred his assets to his mother, he technically owns nothing, which means he doesn't owe her anything.
I've known I wanted to marry you since the minute I met you.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Would you marry me?
No.
She said yes.
No.
She said yes.
No, I said no. I said no. I can't do it.
Do you think you will be more physically attractive in 10 years' time, starting with you?
In 10 years?
Yeah.
I'll stay the same.
Okay, so you're 26, you'll be just as attractive at 36 than as you are now at 26. What about 46?
Probably the same, yeah.
But wait, there's more.
Men are providers, so go do that job. Go learn a trade. Go do something.
Well, you said that that's all they're good for.
Yeah.
And what are you good for?
A lot of things.
Like?
I'm funny. I'm smart.
You haven't demonstrated that yet.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. I'm a musician. I dance.
You dance?
The list goes on and on.
The top of the article is cut off, but yes, it says Republican women say they will switch parties after DeSantis approves alimony law. So last Friday, Ron DeSantis signed a bill into law. It is SB 1416 that will get rid of permanent alimony payments. Well, there was a giant uproar from a group called First Wives Advocacy Group. It's a coalition of older women who say their lives will be upended without their alimony payments. The law allows a judge to reduce or terminate alimony payments based on a number of factors, like the age and health and economic impact on the person who's making the payments. Even if you're married for 20 years plus, you'll probably only get 75% of the term of the marriage. There's a quote in here from one of the women that says 3,000 women across the state of Florida are switching to Democrat and we will campaign against him forever.
So this message is for my future husband. Where are you? I mean, as much as I can handle everything myself, I am ready to take on the world with you. I really am.
The court notified me that my final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce. So I'm sure people are wondering, well, you filed. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? Just because you make a decision that you think is going to end up making things better doesn't mean that you have to give up the fact that you love that person or that you did it because you were trying or whatever. I've never met anybody like him, and I've never loved anybody like him either, but I don't want a divorce. I still am very much in love with my husband.
I've been dating someone pretty intensely for the last 6 weeks, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was full. We were full of conversation and laughter and friendship and all these wonderful things. But for various reasons, we're just at different life stages and doesn't necessarily have long-term compatibility. So I know it was the right decision for us to end it, but I'm also sad because it was really fun and I don't want that to stop. But it's also annoying that didn't work out and I have to go back to dating because it's really hard.
It's a harrowing confrontation between a man, his wife, and her lover.
She's my wife, man! She's my wife!
It's almost painful to watch as 48-year-old Keith King struggles with his wife's lover as he pleads with her to come home.
Steenie, you're picking him over me? You're picking him over me now?
I don't want this!
Now, this bitter love triangle has led to a shocking court verdict. Keith King sued his wife's lover and was just awarded $9 million. Here's Les Trent.
That controversial lawsuit was heard right here in this courthouse. Keith King claimed that his marriage was in perfect shape until that stranger came along and stole his wife and ruined everything.
Every time he knew I was out of town, he was coming into town.
Attorneys Joanne Foyle and Dorothy O'Neill represented Keith King.
You don't have to prove that there was a perfect marriage, just that there was some genuine love and affection in the marriage.
Keith King owns a BMX stunt show that performs at NFL halftime shows and state fairs across America. His 33-year-old wife Danielle worked with him as an MC. She says the marriage was already in trouble before she became involved with another man. He discovered Danielle was cheating when he found flirtatious texts on her phone.
I called him from her phone, and I said, she's a married woman. Leave her alone. Don't you ever contact her again.
But he says the affair continued for months in secret. Then last year, Danielle moved out of their home. Soon after, Keith went to her new apartment and was shocked to find the lover, Francisco Hooser, there.
She's my wife, man! She's my wife! That is my wife, man!
You need to stop.
Wife!
You are rude.
Tell me about that day you confronted your wife and her lover.
If she had been in a car accident and I walked up on the car accident and saw her, dead in the car, that's what it felt like to me. I felt like I just witnessed her die.
Keith says he considers the $9 million award to be a hollow victory because he'd give anything for his old life back.
There isn't a dollar amount that you can put on it for what I think my family's worth.
She's my wife, man! She's my wife!
Watching my going to be able to feed them.
It's gotta be so fucking hard being a dude these days. Like, what are the rules? If you see a pretty girl at the bar, do you go up and say hi to her, or is that considered annoying? And if you're at the Home Depot and you see a girl putting her brand new toilet in the back of her car, do you go over and help her out because your mama taught you to be a gentleman, even though she seems physically capable of doing it? Because I'll tell you, I would have happily taken some help getting this bitch in the car.
I'm one of those people where I don't care how broke I am. I will never want extra hours at a job. I will never cover for anyone. I really want to work as least as possible. Whenever bosses say, do you want extra hours, or like, do you want to work these days? Absolutely not. And I hate when they act like they're gifting it to me. Like, would you like more hours? That is like throw up to me. Absolutely. Like, I really would love less hours. I would rather be extremely broke with free time than rich and working all the time. I really hate working. Like